Alright, I think we are good. Just gonna double check as per usual. I really do gotta make an intro for this. And we are live. Hello and welcome to This Date in History, aka TDH. This show is all about the events that occurred today in years past, both recognized by actual historians, but mainly things that we personally find intriguing enough for us to bring to you. The sources of this information comes from the smart device application Today in History. What happened today in history?
Historical calendar.
And the website onthisday.com. For links to those sources, the music, and anything else we gather throughout the show, check the underbar below, the description, whatever. Anyway, I am Eozander. And you are you. On with the show. It's going to be a little bit of a short show today. We have an 8-page script. Normally they're around 10 to 11. So, yeah, we'll try to fill out the time nicely. Today is Moon's Day, aka Monday, February 28th, 2022.
Yep.
Why don't you start us off today?
I will gladly do that. In 202 BC, Liu Bang is enthroned as Emperor of China, beginning the 4th century's rule by the Han Dynasty. Ooh.
Nice. Moving on up to 870 AD, the 4th Council of Constantinople closed. So, alright.
Damn.
Mm-hmm.
Also in 1525, Aztec King Temoc is executed on the order of Conquistador Hernan Cortez.
Oh, that guy's killing all sorts of Aztec kings, isn't he? Montezuma,
Yes.
Cuauhtémoc, whatever this guy is, you know? Man, Cortez needs to be stopped. Madman.
Yep.
Jumping on up to 1638, the Scottish National Covenant was signed in Edinburgh. What is the Scottish National Covenant? Let me look that up real quick. Where's my tab? There we go. Too many tabs open. The solemn agreement inaugurated by Scottish churchmen on this date in 1638. 1638, correct? Yep. In the Greyfriars Churchyard, Edinburgh, it rejected the attempt by King Charles I and William Laud, Archbishop of Canterbury, to force the Scottish Church to conform to English liturgical practice and church governance. I'm going to go ahead and put this into the underbar. Before I do, well, as I do, why don't you tell us what happened in 1835?
Longrot signed and date the first version of the Cavalia, the so-called foreword of the Old Cavalia.
Interesting. Sign and date a version of the Cavalia. What is the Calavala? Calavala. 1835. Oh wait, why am I in shopping? There we go. Cavalia. It is a 19th century work of epic poetry compiled by Elias Leonhardt from Karelian and Finnish oral folklore and mythology, telling an epic story about the creation of Earth, describing the controversies and retaliatory voyages between the peoples of the land of Kalevala called Vaiana and the land of Paljara, and their various protagonists and antagonists, as well as the construction and robbery of the Earth mythical wealth-making machine Sampo. Well, that's pretty cool. I'm going to put that in the underbar, too.
Yeah.
Jumping on up to...
Also...
Go ahead.
Okay, you can go.
1922, the United Kingdom ended its protectorate over Egypt through a unilateral declaration of independence. Alright, so, yeah. It's pretty cool, Egypt getting its own independence. Go Egypt!
Yes. Also in 1825, the Charlevoix Carmo-Rasta earthquake strikes northeastern North America.
Let me see here. 1925. See what the casualties were. It's not telling me any. Oh, here we go. It had 52 aftershocks. I'm not seeing any casualties. There's damage, but yeah, there's nothing really of merit here. It's just an earthquake. Jumping up to 1947, the February 28th incident in Taiwan, civil disorder is put down with the loss of an estimated 30,000 civilians. Whoa. 30,000 people got killed to death to put down civil disorder. Wow, that's insane, dude.
Oh my God. Killed to death.
Yeah.
Or bad. Killing is bad, but killing to death.
Yeah, they killed them so hard, they killed them twice.
Damn.
Rough.
Yeah. Also in 1948, Christiansburg Crossroads student in the Gold Coast when British police officer opened fire on a march of ex-servicemen, killing 3 of them and sparking major riots. How about the major? Major riots and looting in Accra.
Jeez. Jumping up to 1953, James Watson and Francis Crick announced to friends that they have determined the chemical structure of DNA. The formal announcement took place on April 25th, following publication in April's Nature, which was published on April 2nd. Well, that's cool. They discovered DNA back then. All right. Why is my back so itchy? What happened in 1958?
In 1958, a school bus in Floyd County, Kentucky hits a record truck and plunges down an embankment into the rain-swollen Lavisa Fork River. The driver and 26 children die in what remains as one of the worst school bus accidents in U.S. history.
That's tragic. Jeez.
That is horrible.
That's awful. 1959, Discoverer 1, an American spy satellite that was the first object intended to archive or achieve a polar orbit, was launched but fails to achieve the polar orbit. So, we got there. Not quite yet, though.
Yeah. Also in 1972,
No, 66.
the United States.
66.
Oh, okay. In 1966, a NASA T-38 Talon crashed into McDonald aircraft factory while attempting a poor visibility landing at Lambert Field, St. Louis, killing astronauts Elliot C. and Charles Bassett.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Astronauts, it requires a lot of training, and to die in such a stupid manner is just a loss. Like a major, avoidable loss.
Also,
Jumping on up to 1972, the United States and China signed the Shanghai Communique, which, let's see what that looks like, what that is. Shanghai Communique. The joint communique of the United States of America and the People's Republic of China, also known as the Shanghai Communique, was a diplomatic document issued by the USA and the peoples in the CCP on the last evening of President Richard Nixon's visit to China. The document pledged that it was in the interest of all nations for the United States and China to work towards normalization of their relations and affirmed a mutual interest in detente, which detente is the relaxation of strained relations, especially political, by verbal communication. The term in diplomacy originates from around 1912 when France and Germany tried unsuccessfully to reduce tensions. So, yeah, this is basically how everything started going downhill. The world we live in today, with China and everything, this is the start of it. Thank you, Nixon. You piece of shit. I'm going to post this in the underbar. Why, dude, why don't you tell us what happened in 1975?
Also in 1975, an underground train fails to stop at Moorgate Terminal Station and crashes into the end of a tunnel, killing 43 people.
Ooh. That sucks.
It does.
It's like essentially like, at the end of the railway, well, this is the end of the tunnel, so they didn't even hit a barricade. They hit a wall. Oof. 5 years later, Andalusia approved its Statute of Autonomy through a referendum. All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, in 1983, the final episode of MASH aired with almost 106 million viewers, and still holds the record for the highest viewership of a season finale.
Nice. I've never seen MASH, though that was
A couple of episodes. They used to come on at 3 in the morning after Cheers.
I never saw any of these sitcoms. Cheers, MASH, How I Met Your
And
Mother.
Don't forget about the spin-off from Cheers. Fraser.
Jumping up to 1985, the Provisional Irish Republican Army carried out a mortar attack on the Royal Ulster Constabulary police station at Newry, killing 9 officers and the highest loss of life for the RUC on a single day. Wow. Man, the Irish, set them free, man. Let them be free. Free Ireland.
Let them be free to drink.
Hell yeah.
Just give an Irishman a good pint and you'll be happy.
Huh. What happened in next year?
In 1991, the first Gulf War ends.
86. Yeah.
Oh, in 1986, Olof Palme, the 26th Prime Minister of Sweden, is assassinated in Stockholm.
Jeez.
We
already did the 91 here. Yeah, like yesterday, George H.W. Bush, Herbert Walker Bush, Senior, declared Kuwait is liberated. So the next day, the war ends. All right. 2 years after that, in 1993, the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms, aka the ATF, agents raided the Branch Davidian Church in Waco, Texas, with a warrant to arrest the group's leader, David Koresh. 4 ATF agents and 6 Davidians died in the initial raid, starting a 51-day standoff. Oh, yeah.
All that could have been easily avoided.
Yeah, and why did they have military equipment there? They had a tank. It's not a sovereign nation. Why are we invading a bunch of cultists? Let them drink their Kool-Aid. Just insta-herd. Would society really lose out if we lost a bunch of stupid people like that? Let them kill themselves.
Thanks to that, a horrible retaliation in Oklahoma City.
Oh, that's what sparked the bombing?
Yep.
Oh, wow. That was Timothy McVeigh, right?
Yes, it was.
Dang. Yeah, I'm remembering history. Hey! Why don't you take 95 here?
I want to say, that name is never going to, be ignored in history ever.
Yeah.
Also in 1995, former Australian Liberal Party leader John Hewson resigns from the Australian Parliament almost 2 years after losing the 1993 Australian federal election.
Dang, it took him about 2 years to finally leave? Why can't politicians get the hint, Jumping on up to 97, GRB 970228, a highly luminous flash of gamma rays struck the Earth for 80 seconds, providing early evidence that gamma ray bursts occur well beyond the Milky Way. Gamma ray bursts are terrifying, dude. Let me. What is a gamma ray burst? Gamma ray bursts are the strongest and brightest explosions in the universe, thought to be generated during the formation of black holes. And essentially, if I am correct, if the Earth got even grazed by a gamma ray burst, we'll all be dead. It would immediately melt away the atmosphere, burn away everything, burn the Earth wherever it hits. Even from thousands of light years away, we would be cooked. So space is scary.
You never know what will happen.
What else happened in 97, Mr. Lunk?
Also in 1997, a Turkish military memorandum resulted with the collapse of the government in Turkey.
What is a memorandum? Memorandum. And actually, I'm going to put a link to the gamma ray burst under the bar to. No. Memorandum, a written message in business or diplomacy. A note, a record made for. Oh, well, here we go. A memorandum is a written message that is typically used in a professional setting, commonly abbreviated memo. These messages are usually brief and are designed to be easily and quickly understood. Memos can thus communicate important information effectively or efficiently in order to make dynamic and effective changes. So essentially, a memo resulted in the collapse of an entire government. This one is Turkey. That's insane. Also in 1997, an earthquake in northern Iran caused the deaths of about 3,000 people. That's not good. Are you there?
Yes.
2001?
Also in 2001, the Nesqually earthquake having a magnitude of 6.8 with epicenter in the southern Puget Sound, damaged to Seattle's metropolitan area.
Dang, yeah, 6.8 is a pretty strong. Why is my back so itchy today? It has to be dry or something.
Also tying in with the 2001 Nesqually earthquake having a moment. Oh shit! It's twice.
Yeah. Jumping up to 2002, during the religious violence in Gujarat, 97 people were killed in the Naroda Pattaya massacre and 69 in the Gulbarg Society massacre. So in total,
that's never good.
97 plus 69 equals 166 people in total were killed.
That's horrible.
That's awful.
Also, in 2004, over 1 million Taiwanese participate in the 228 hand-in-hand rally form a 500-kilometer or 310-mile-long human chain to commemorate the February 28th incident in 1947.
Yep, and scrolling back up here real quick, 1947. Oh yeah, that was the 30,000 civilians that got killed.
Damn.
But yeah, no, it's people holding hands, forming a line that was that long. It was 310. Can you imagine a 310-mile long of just people holding hands? It was, holy crap!
In 86, we were supposed to have something like that called Hands Across America.
Yeah, I'd like to participate in something like that one day.
But I failed badly.
365 days later, in 2005, a suicide bombing at a police recruiting center in Al-Hila, Iraq, caused the deaths of 127 people. Wow.
That's horrible.
Must have been all fresh recruits, staff members, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard enough to get police forces, but when people start bombing your shit, not good.
Yeah. Also in 2013, Pope Benedict XVI resigns as the Pope of the Catholic Church, becoming the first Pope to do so since Pope Gregory XII in 1415.
Yeah, apparently you can resign as being a voice of God. Who knew?
At least it's better than him dying.
Yep. I think the youngest pope was like 12 years old, and then he died after 6 days or something.
Yep.
Yeah. Before we get into births and deaths, I want to say that the 30,000 people massacre, as well as the gamma rays, and the Waco standoff, those are some pretty important events.
Same.
Yeah. Jumping up into births, do you want to canter? The births and deaths section is a little short, so let's just, one-on-one.
Yeah, it's a little short.
Yeah. Starting off in the year 1261, Margaret of Scotland was born today. She was a queen of Norway.
Damn. Okay, there we go.
Yeah.
Also in 1683, we have Rene Anton Berthold de Romor. Yeah. French entomologist and academic.
Oh, were you? Do you remember how it was Muffin pronounced it? Academic. How did he pronounce it?
Academia.
No. He said the word just wrong.
Academic.
Academic. Academic. I think that's what he said. Academic.
Yeah.
But what is an entomologist? A person who studies or is an expert in the branch of zoology concerned with insects. All right.
Yep. Insects.
1906, we have Bugsy Siegel, a U.S. gangster. Yes, there were actually people named Bugsy. You know, like would I name my child Bugsy? Hell no. But you know.
No. Actually, call him Bugsy. His real name is Benjamin.
Oh, okay. All right.
But yeah, he's also one of the suspects in the Black Dahlia murder.
Oh, dang.
He was one of them.
The Black Dahlia? Black Dahlia?
Yeah, Black Dahlia.
Yeah. 1919?
In 1919, we have... Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. 1919, we have Alfred Marshall, U.S. businessman who founded Marshall's. Oh, I love buying clothes from Marshall's. Like for real.
Yeah. 1928, we have Sylvia Del Villard. She was an actress, dancer, choreographer, and Afro-Puerto Rican activist. Cool.
Nice. Also in 1939, we have Tommy Tune, U.S. actor, dancer, singer, theater director, producer, and choreographer.
Dang, does he have enough jobs?
Damn it, yes! Oh my God, yes!
In 1950, I can't do his voice. 1955, we have Gilbert Gottfried, a U.S. comedian, actor, and singer, who was the voice of the parrot from Aladdin. So.
And many other people.
Yep.
I can't believe he's a singer.
I don't know how. Like, I can't imagine him singing. Like, that has got to be, like, the worst. I don't even want to try. I can't.
Also in 1967, we have Seth Ruditsky, U.S. musician, actor, writer, and radio host. Oh, God, it's funny. I can't believe he's born today.
Seth Ruditsky? Or Gilbert Gottfried?
Gilbert Gottfried.
Yeah. Jumping on up to deaths in 628, we have Khosrow II, Shah of Iran, a Sasanian Empire.
And in 1740, we have Pietro Ottoboni, Italian cardinal and patron of the arts.
In 1882, we have Adolf Zytogorsky, a Polish-British chess master and translator.
And in 2003, we have Chris Astor, Guyanese English runner and journalist who co-founded the London Marathon.
I still gotta do a marathon one of these days, just to, say I have.
No, the only marathon you need to do is like a Star Wars movies.
Well, I've already done that. So,
congratulations, you completed a marathon. Now, would you like to do the Star Trek movies?
I should. I really should. I'm not really that much of a Trekkie, but, yeah.
I especially want to see the Wrath of Khan.
Khan! 2020, okay. We have Joe Colombe, the founder of Trader Joe's.
Ooh, I've never been to a Trader Joe's.
I've been into it's expensive, frilly dilly crap for uppity people.
Okay. Also in 2020 we have Freeman Dyson, British-born U.S. physicist and mathematician.
And I think he is. Hold on a second. Dyson Sphere. I think he's the. Yep, he was. He's the guy who theorized Dyson Sphere. A Dyson Sphere is a hypothetical megastructure that completely encompasses a star and captures a large percentage of its solar power output. And that requires, I think, a class 1 or 1.5 on the Kardashev scale. I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah. So he was an important guy. Anyway, that concludes the show. I told you it'd be short. Once again, check the underbar for any links that you may be interested in, including...
On Twitch.
Yep, you can find him on Twitch. He streams games randomly. I should probably start doing the same. I've gotten into Adventure Quest 3D. God damn you, what's his name? Bangarang. Getting me into games. Getting me addicted. But, anyway, for all of you and all of us, I am A.O. Xander.
I am President Luck.
And you are you. Don't forget to look right and left at every intersection, rate 5 thumbs, and subscribe. Until tomorrow, you'll see us in Toodles.
Yep.